Soul family, what's going on? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. Whoa, volume is probably way off the charts here. Let me make sure that's doing okay. What's going on TikTok? What's going on YouTube? Welcome everybody in the stream. Wow. Let me just check in and make sure the chat's okay. How you doing, chat? How's everyone doing over there? Everyone see me okay? Everyone hear me okay? Let me know in the chat, of course, if you guys can see me, if you guys can hear me, and how you guys are doing today. Okay. Goodness gracious. I am feeling all sorts of ways, guys. Today. Oh, I needed this today. I needed this today. How many guys need this today? Oh boy, what a time we're in, huh? Thank you guys. Thank you guys. We are loud and clear. What's going on, Gary? What's going on, Carlene? I'm glad you guys are doing well. You guys like the new boom setup? I think this is pretty cool. I wanted to look cool like all those other professional streamers on YouTube, so I decided to get a little Christmas gift for myself. Actually, my family got it. But it's good to have you all here. We have 22 concurrent viewers with the chat rate of 2 already shown up as a 222 on the stream. I swear I don't make this stuff up, guys, but we have angel numbers constantly coming on when we're on here. So this is a special, special time. This is a special, special soul family, a special, special community here that we're creating. Those of you guys on TikTok joining as well, you are part of this soul family, part of this community. And if you're new here, we are the science of the soul and stars, and our mission here, our passion, is to empower over 10,000 light workers to step into and understand fully, without a doubt, their sole purpose here on Earth, so they can go out and impact millions and millions of lives and make an abundant living while doing it. So that's why we're here today. That's how this all started. And on a technical basis, on a more consistent basis, we do daily and weekly horoscope updates for your sign and love and in life because, of course, Soul Fam, if you've been here, you know that love is the most important catalyst to growth and transformation here on Earth. And that's why we're here, to guide you in both love and life. So, without further ado, I love you guys in the chat. You guys are awesome. We've had some good chats so far. We've had some good classic chats. And they go wherever they go. I don't have any control. You know, I don't pretend to have any control over the chat. The chat just goes where it goes. There's no censorship on this chat. All right, guys. So, without further ado, we got the cacao going. We have the microphone going. We had some epic music. I'm loving that music too. And I'm seriously fired up because we got, I think, what's going to be an incredible show today. And here's the basic output or the format of what we're going to do, the agenda, so we're all on the same page here. We're going to start off with opening the ceremony, of course, as we always do. Call in the guides, ancestors, loved ones, masters and wise ones for both myself as well as the collective for the audience here today. And we're going to start off by getting any channel messages that want to come through. Now, again, I have no idea what typically comes through. This is only the second time doing this live on air. And I don't know what the messages will be, but this is for specifically January 2021. I was feeling very strongly called to speak about January 2021 and just say, what the heck is going on? Okay, after that, we're going to go right into a channeled tarot message. Okay, we're going to be using the Thoth Tarot deck today. One of my favorite new decks. Okay, I'm pretty sure I had a past life as Aleister Crowley, because when I was reading the description of his story, I said, that's probably, that sounds exactly like the things that I did in accordance with my South Node in my astrology chart. And those of you guys newer to astrology, the South Node is all about where you came from in a past life and what skills, tendencies, and gifts that you have and stories that you have coming into this lifetime. And so if you can understand your South Node energy, you have a pretty good idea of who you are and where you're going if you then study the North Node. And so anyways, Aleister Crowley, I think the collective kind of went through a little bit of a South Node transition from what I've been feeling, people finding out who they were in past lives or gaining some clarity about what the heck they have to offer this world in a big way in this last couple weeks, especially with the South Node being in Sagittarius with the Sun and Mercury. I noticed that a lot of people were getting more clarity on that. So let me know in the chat if you guys have realized who you may be coming in as in this lifetime, what gifts, what tendencies, what skills, and what characteristics you might carry that you can utilize to change the world and really impact the lives of others while making money doing it, right? Because it's all about, if you guys are new here, I love using gifts. I love being empowered and utilizing your skills for the good of the world, yes, but I've also realized that even spirituality, as a gift, you have to be able to know how to monetize that gift if you want to be able to do it to impact as many people as possible so that you can feed yourself and have that reciprocal energy exchange. And if it's anything that's happening in love and in life in the collective right now, it's about that reciprocal energy exchange. How many guys agree with that? Leave me a thumbs up or a like on YouTube, TikTok. Let me know how you guys are feeling about that. But it's all about developing that equal give and take in situations, in relationships, in life, in work. And I'm telling you right now, if there's anything that's not giving what you give to it, or is not able to, or has not learned how to give you what you're worth, that thing is probably getting removed from your life, and you're probably being tested as to whether or not you're going to be able to remove it. Okay? So it's a very interesting time. And the ups and downs are absolutely absolutely here. All right, so after that, we're going to go into the astrology, and then after that, we're going to do the love tarot reading. Okay, if we have time and energy again. Last week, we didn't get to it because the first tarot reading was so intense, talked about love. But that's the basic format for today. All right, let me know if you guys are fired up for that. Leave me a like on the video, okay? Helps this channel and this video grow so we can guide as many people as possible. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe if you want those continued weekly and daily updates for your sign. And I appreciate you guys' patience as well, because I've been just taking some time off. I had to close down personal sessions. Those of you guys reached out via email. I haven't answered. I've been taking some time off. I filled up so quickly because you guys have been able to support me so much, and I just appreciate that first and foremost from the bottom of my heart. You guys have been an amazing, amazing soul family and audience, and I couldn't be more grateful. Seriously, I couldn't be more grateful. I was getting emotional sitting here watching the chat begin before we even got on screen, listening to the music, and it was just because you guys are all fired up and ready to be here, and I'm glad I could be here today too. So let's go ahead and get into it and get us some messages. But I'm so excited. Okay. Before I do that, let me check in with the chat, make sure the chat is doing well. So what is the chat? What's going on with the chat here? We have, let's do this, Sober Girl. I'm just learning astrology. Awesome. Well, welcome, Sober Girl. 1111. There we go. The ups and downs, of course. I know my gifts, recognizing my gifts. I'm just dealing with removing energetic blockages that are delaying me. Absolutely. Love it, love it, love it. Light workers just learning their gifts. Awesome. All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's go ahead and open the ceremony, and we'll go from there. Officially opening the ceremony for the collective for January 2021, calling in my guides, angels, loved ones, masters, wise ones, and archangels to help guide this reading, to help give me clarity and precise intuition to be able to guide the collective in love and in life for their highest good and their highest healing at this time. Also inviting in any guides, angels, loved ones, masters, responsible for and guiding the collective overall. I invite you all in for specifically the highest good, highest light, and highest clarity and knowledge for healing and for guidance for the collective here for January 2021. What do we need to know for January 2021? Thank you so much. Spirit, the ceremony is now open. Okay. Let's go ahead and pop right into some channel messages. Good afternoon, loved ones. It is so amazing to see you all here. Very excited, but also very petrified. We can sense for the upcoming changes and the upcoming dawn that are right upon us. It is wildly in the unknown that we are stepping into, but an exciting time, an exciting array of upcoming adventures that await all of you should you be willing to step foot into that unknown that does appear so luminous and scary at the same time. We promise you there is no harm to come to you. There's only a great evening out of the things that were preventing all of us from moving into the highest light source that we could possibly be able to emanate. So the things that have been distracting that light source from being able to emanate to the rest of the collective as it shines outward have been removed. It's almost like discs that were preventing the light from shining outward, that were stopping it halfway, are now being cleared out so that that light can reach the far ends of the earth as widely and as far as possible. So we wish to engage with you all in this exciting upcoming adventure because we know that this is going to be a time that has never, ever, ever been precedented in this time in the history of Earth while you have been living. And we are excited for this great change to be upon us. Never has there been a time where there has been more awareness about what is going on, both underneath the folds and out in the open, than right now. January 2021, we see as the great opening to all things that must come undone and must be shown and must be destroyed. We welcome you into this battle, and we are thankful for your service to and for the light warriors that are gathering for this time. We are with you. We are with you always. That's it. Wow. Woo. Holy cow. Awesome stuff. Again, when channeling, not really sure where my mind goes. It's kind of just how I had a good friend describe it to me as he's seeing just words drop down in front and I'm just saying it as it comes, right? So I don't know any idea what's going to come next, but it just comes out. But what I remember was really the light warriors because I saw this great giant sword and this white figure with this great giant sword coming down and coming through, almost like the Ace of Swords in tarot, where the Ace of Swords is just this lightning strike of truth. It was almost like that. It was fantastic. And then, of course, like this wall of light that's just been gathering. And I was a little surprised. Like sometimes I'm surprised at what they say, but when they said light warriors, I was like, "Ooh, okay. I guess we're warriors of the light lining up." And it really, it kind of struck me like, holy cow! Like this is not just some made up imaginary fairy tale of like hallucinating, in a war, in like a spiritual land, but it's actually like for a type of battle was what I got. And the people on this stream, my audience, I can sense are the warriors specifically gearing up to face that battle and to stand their ground and to call out the things specifically that are not here to help us all prosper and to be as aware and as helpful as we can be. So I feel we're getting ready. Part of the test we've been going through, I feel, in love and in life has been to get us ready to be able to stand strong in our truth and to be able to speak with courage, to speak with firmness, and to call out any of the things
that are not truly in alignment, that we may have known but not been able to speak up about before, so that the truth can be shown. That has been the test, I feel, that has gotten us to where we are today. And the reason why maybe love has been so challenging, life has been so challenging for these months for 2020, because I feel it's been preparing us to be able to take a stand in a big way in January 2021. Okay. Wow. Carlene says, I said words to my twin flame via email before I was even shown who we are. That weren't even my words. They were words of the Holy Spirit. Yes. Yes. I'm a masseuse, and I also do heal some pain from the body, spirit, and mind. I'm also an empath. Unfortunately, I attract a lot of hurt people and narcissists. Yeah. Yeah. Us healers do. And again, that's I'm not surprised, because that's kind of been the story for people of, the light, we call light workers, right? Well, it's kind of like we're evolving into light warriors, because we've been attracting these people that are forcing us to stand in our power and to know our true power and to realize that we have more power than we think, but in a more humble way, right? It's not like we're grabbing on to more power so we can beat everyone up. No, it's like the light just has its own intrinsic power that will always shine through the darkness to allow any of the lies, the deceit, and the troubled times in people to come to the surface. It's a loving power. It's a loving power. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the reading. So this first reading is going to be a general reading. Could apply to love or to life. Then we're going to go into the channeled astrology, and then we're going to get some specific love messages, again, if we have time or energy. If I have time or energy. I know you guys will have the time or energy. So let's go ahead and get into it. I see a couple people letting go of a narcissist at the moment. How many guys in the chat? How many guys in the chat are dealing with a narcissist that you've had to let go of? And look, it's who knows, right? Who knows what the definition of a narcissist is? Bottom of the deck, by the way, is the Eight of Cups. I think that's hilarious. Many of us have been faced with a situation where we have had to indeed walk away from something that was not giving us what we needed to continue in a reciprocal way and to make that judgment call. I can't tell you how many times I've got in readings in recent days the judgment card, right? Making a judgment and assessing and evaluating the energies in your life, what's fitting you and what's not fitting you, what's serving you in a way that replenishes you every time you deal with it or you talk to it or you be with it, and what's draining you. And again, if you guys are in the chat wondering if there's anything in your life that is out of alignment, just think of this. Is it, when you deal with it, when you work with it, is it draining your energy or is it replenishing it? Because oftentimes there's not really a neutral ground here, right? Oftentimes there's actually it's either a positive benefit to both people, where there's a mutual benefit there, all right? And both people feel replenished, both people feel more in alignment, both people feel more clear, both people maybe get signs, right? Or words spoken to them from that interaction that guides their path. This is how you know that someone is in alignment with your life, right? Versus not being. And if they're not, it's kind of like no matter how you try, how hard you try or what you do, those words, that energy just kind of gets sucked down a hole and nothing gets returned. And the person doesn't even benefit from it because they're not even taking it in. They're not able to. Okay, that's how you know. So that can apply to anything: jobs, career, family, people, relationships. If there's anything like that in your life you guys can think of, it's time to make that judgment call. Okay, because I promise you, the moment that you do claim your power and walk away, you feel 10 times better. You feel 10 times more in alignment. You might even have your physical body feel more in alignment after doing such a thing, because your physical body actually has limited or trapped energy because of certain situations or people in your life that are not reciprocating the energy properly in a relationship. Okay. Oh, you guys are awesome. Laura, you're awesome. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead. Get some messages. So, spirit guides, loved ones, masters, wise ones, angels, and archangels. We are looking for messages for the collective for January 2021. What does the collective need to know and love and in life right now? Most importantly, for their highest good, for the energies, the clarity, and the outcome for January 2021. Perfect. So first card up, we have the Three of Discs, also known as the Three of Pentacles. Okay, this is about, again, partnerships formulating. Now, partnerships that are, as you can see, right, equal in their nature, that lead to a desired outcome by the teamwork and designated energy together. Okay, so this doesn't have to mean specifically partnerships. It can. But what I'm getting here more so is partnerships in business and work. Collaboration in general, right? Working with and surrounding yourself with people, again, who are in alignment, who are able to contribute to a common cause, a common goal, a common mission in order to create something more special than you could on your own. That is the major overlying crown and theme of January 2021, is finding those people and those partnerships that are in alignment with you and creating something special together. Okay, and it just makes me think already. That's so interesting. I was thinking about formulating a like a mastermind Zoom group for like $100 a month for people who want to begin to monetize and create a spiritual-based business on YouTube with online video. And that's literally exactly how that comes out to me, is like just joining together with a bunch of people or people that are in alignment with you and working together to create something special. Okay. So if you guys are interested in that, shoot me an email or something like that. I'm still planning around the details, but we'll see. Wow, Ten of Pentacles is up next. So as you can see here, right, focus is on work so far. But the focus isn't just on work. It's about building the foundation, a solid foundation, both within yourself and a common collective vision or goal about what you can create. And I'm feeling like this isn't even just individually. This is more so for society. Like the Ten of Pentacles is really coming out to me as a societal card. Like, all right, we have Three of Pentacles working together, aligned in a common mission and goal to create, seriously, right, the type of environment that we want to be able to exist in that allows for harmony and abundance for all. Wow. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, right? In order to be able to do this, right, it also takes, it's not just joining up with individuals who are on a path, right, and kind of joining league. It's actually more so kind of in the center here. The foundation is your own individual proprietorship, right? Your own proprietary mechanism of action, or your own special thing that you are building and cultivating that then you can work together to join up with other people in the same league and same boat. But here's the thing. Here's how it works, is in order to be able to work with the people that are in alignment with you, in order to magnetically attract these people closer to you to be able to work together, you have to have your thing going. You have to know what it is you want to create and what you want to work on and do. Because when you do that, when you place that in your energetic signature, that energetic signature reverberates out and connects you to the people with the same like-minded energetic signature that then get you the partnerships that you need in order to prosper. Is this making sense to everyone? So you can't just go, okay, I'm just going to go find some like-minded people and work together. You can, but that's going to be a lot of hard work, right? Whereas if you create something on your own, individually, with your own, I don't even know why I'm
evolving this word, proprietary mechanism. What a complicated word for such a simple thing. You are going to naturally attract these people and these forces and these energies, which is awesome. Strength card. Strength card. Now, on the Thoth deck, it shows, Carlene, thank you so much for the donation. That is so nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Carlene. Now, the Strength card here underneath the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Here's what I'm feeling. Here's what I'm really, really deeply, truly feeling about this, is that there's going to be some not so easy times if they haven't already come into your life, all right? When it comes to your emotions, specifically. Okay. When it comes to your emotions, when it comes to your individual kind of force or reckoning to move forward, there's going to be a little bit of hardship. And what this is saying is that in order to mitigate that emotional hardship, in order to bolster, right, your individual forces to move forward, it is about going into the work and the partnerships, right? Not even necessarily romantic, but the work and the partnerships and the collaboration that will serve you here, because I see that takes away from, or that allows you to propel forward through the hardship, right? Or if you're going through hardship right now, if something hard is happening to you in your life, I know that it is actually a pretty tough time collectively. We'll get into that in a little bit, I'm sure. But collectively, there's been a lot of unfinished business, chaos, not met expectations, right? Disappointments, regrets, separation. This is the thing, and this is the time that will allow us to propel forward through our individual passion and our individual work, right? So it's saying the reason why this is happening, the reason why hardships are happening, if you're listening to this right now and you're going through something like that, it's so that you can take that energy that you were allocating to that situation that wasn't fully in alignment with you, and you can then instead channel it fully to this work opportunity, this business collaboration, this passion of yours, this stable foundation for your life and your work and your career and your energy. That is why this is happening. That is the fuel. That is the energy, and that's where the fuel needs to go right now, and that's what this is saying. It's that time. Now we have the Sun card come out. We have the Sun card come out, guys, and in this deck, it could represent a partnership. So I have two meetings for this card right now. All right? Depending on where you're at. With the Strength card coming out right before the Sun card, and you see the Sun card has two divine lovers enjoying and reveling in the light of the sun. This could mean that it's going to take strength, persistence, and focus on work in order to get you through and in alignment with a partnership in your life, or you're going to need to harness and gather the strength because of a partnership in your life, a divine partnership that isn't going the way that maybe you would hope it to go at this moment, because there is so much more emphasis on work. And it's also saying if you are in a divine partnership that is not going well, it is saying the reason why it is here is to allow you to continue to learn to persist through the hardest times of your life, to learn how to create your own happiness, and to learn that true happiness does come from within yourself, and to learn and to realize that even without things going your way or what you thought they might be or what your expectations were for a partnership, that even though and despite those things, that you can indeed create that happiness and vitality within yourself, that it is indeed a possibility. Because chances are, with the Four of Pentacles showing up here, that there's someone who's not willing to budge here. There's someone, there's something, there's some situation that's not willing to change, not willing to budge, and kind of just stuck. And no matter how much you might want it to move, how much you might want it to change or to open up or to shift, it has shown itself to be in its own way. And so it requires a stepping up and an evolution and a persistence on your part that is unprecedented in order to show you what you're made of. Princess of Wands coming up. Princess of Wands coming up. The Princess of Wands, this card is interesting in the Thoth deck. It's you could see a person sliding down a slide, kind of attached to an animal or being dragged back or down by an animal. It's almost like they are chained to their passion, chained to their energy, and or so unable to resist a certain thing magnetically drawing them back in that they have a difficult time continuing up upon this journey in this slide here. And so what I'm getting here is if there is anything in your life, whether it be a partnership or some type of energy or influence or person that you would like to have or like to attract, the one thing and the only thing that's going to attract that back is by building your empire in a way that is solid, that is stable, that is inspiring, and that benefits the world. Because when you are in full alignment, working on your passion, building your empire, and in your power with the Ten of Pentacles, building the life of your dreams, building and collaborating, creating a solid foundation for yourself, that means that you are in full alignment with yourself. That means you're in full alignment with your passion. And that means you're becoming more and more of who you actually are. And when you are more and more of who you actually are, you attract the people that are meant for you. It's almost like they don't have a choice. You have a choice. They have a choice. But there is an opportunity here. Five of Pentacles shows up. Six of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. Whatever situation is in you guys' lives right now that's feeling out of alignment, that's feeling really tough, or that has you emotionally burdened or going through hardship at this time, that situation, you are set to be victorious within it as long as you continue through it. And when I say victorious, I mean accomplishing everything and anything that you set out to accomplish. And being able to look back on that situation and thank the heavens for your ability to persist through it, to know your truth, to stand by your truth and who you are, to build the things that are in alignment with you, and to look back and say, thank goodness, because I made it through and I was victorious. Because it is a tough time right now. Okay, I can sense it. Six of Wands here is right in the middle of the spread as well. So it is about achieving and attaining victory for something that's been happening in December 2020 or the end of 2020 that has been a struggle, and being able to come out on top. Now, this isn't to say, with the Five of Pentacles showing up, that this is without worry or concern. Okay? Which there might be a lot of worry or concern. Feelings of defeat, feelings of hardship, feelings of rejection, feelings of pain, regret in the past, particularly around, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, a divine union with the Sun card and the Five of Swords. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and say it as well, right, with the Strength card showing up right before the Sun card. I'm going to go ahead and call that this tough situation for most of us on the stream has been around and is around a love situation with a person that is very special, deeply bonded, and someone who you can't seem to not be with or be without. That one person that all of you guys can probably identify with on the stream. But there is victory here. There is a fresh, brand new start on the horizon.
And there is a turnaround in the situation that I'm sensing. That again, I keep getting and I keep feeling when we look back upon the energies of December, November, and all the rest of 2020, we look back at the end of January, we'll see why it was all worth it. Seven of Pentacles, the Tower, the Ace of Cups, the Princess of Discs, the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Lover's card again. The Lover's card and the final outcome again. What is up with you guys? Come on. Come on. You guys are going to think you guys are going to start to think I planned this. I know you guys are. Goodness gracious. Let me show you the cards in a second here. So, look, you guys know I can't channel without bringing love into it. So we have the Princess of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. So in a situation, all right, where we're trying to build our empire, build our career, build our foundation. Okay, there might have been a situation where we felt disappointed, felt like our expectations were not met, or felt like something was going too slow, or again, something was just not reciprocating our energy or was draining our energy, kind of an energy drain. And what's happening now here in January 2021 is we're being called to reflect about this situation and see if we would like to continue on with it and see how and if it's properly serving us. Okay, chances are this is in a romantic situation with the Princess of Wands here being a person and the Seven of Pentacles again being that, really that for this deck and this feeling, it's a card of disappointment, right? It's a card of feeling like it's been a failure, like it's all been but for naught. But the Seven of Pentacles really talks about taking into stock and taking into account all the progress that you have made because of this situation, all the progress that the situation has been through, and seeing the value and the worth in that. Because chances are there might be a feeling like, oh, it's all been for naught. It's all been for a waste. But with the Seven of Pentacles here, there's actually been a lot of things accomplished, both in your own life, in the situation, and maybe in the person you're dealing with life as well. But it's just starting to open up more to see that. Even if it does, on the external level, seem like it's been a waste or nothing has happened the way that you'd wanted it to happen. There is blessings here. There is encouragement. Now, interestingly, okay, we have the Tower card and the Ace of Cups show up here in the final row. And the final row is kind of my end of the month, end of the reading, final outcome and or context or advice from Spirit. Right? And to me, this is about whatever situation that has been causing the most amount of worry, hardship, burden, the thing that's lingering around still in the energy, no matter what you've done to try and clear it away, that thing that still finds a way to keep you feeling worried or concerned about it in some sort of way. That thing is getting broken down in some significant way by at least the end of January. That situation, you guys know that you're feeling right now, that has been concerning you, worrying you, and having a little bit of a load on you, right? Even if you've cleared it out, even if you put it to the side, even if you've walked away from something, chances are there's still something there that is driving concern on your end. And that situation specifically here is getting broken down in a significant way. Now, the Ace of Cups, all right, which stands for new, solid, and potent love, or a love offer, or a love opportunity, stands at the last row of this collective tarot reading, underneath the Six of Wands and underneath the Strength card. There are two scenarios for this situation, guys. I want to be very clear. There's two scenarios here. Okay? What I'm sensing is there is indeed a person here, a situation that you're dealing with, and specifically, right, that is causing these emotions, causing you to be, more persistent, brave, courageous, powerful, and focused on your mission. But by the end of January 2021, there's going to be a victory in your life, in love specifically, in some sort of way, is what I'm getting here. Either it can be with and through this person that has maybe decided to make some changes in their own life and allow for a new opportunity, or it will be with an entirely new situation. Because the energy I'm feeling here, especially with seeing the Eight of Cups underneath the deck upon the initial, before we got into the reading, that to me is underneath the energy of this reading and or something in the recent past. So the collective energy has been, again, standing strong in your power, walking away from something or someone that hasn't been serving you properly or reciprocating properly, right? And once that act happened or happens, that causes a major shift in and around the situation that allows it to change and allows things to be realized and shifted on the other end of the spectrum, because chances are you have been taking on a lot of this burden, you have been taking on a lot of the trouble, and you have been taking on a lot of the responsibility of holding the situation, whatever it is. And now here with the Ace of Cups after the Six of Wands, this is a victorious offer of potent new love, either from the situation or from something entirely new. I will be honest, I don't exactly see necessarily a new person, because the cards we do have, right? We have the Sun card, we have the Princess of Discs, the Princess of Wands, right? Someone showing up in a little bit of a younger energy, still finding themselves, right? Magnetically attracted to you when you are in your power and alignment, right? That you are drawing in. But then in the final outcome, we have the Seven of Wands, we have the Lovers card, and we have the Two of Cups energy for January 2021. Holy cow. As the final outcome cards. So I feel someone has gone to battle for you in order to be in a divine union with you. That's exactly what I'm feeling here. Someone has gone on to defend their territory in order to attain you and to participate in this divine love affair. Okay? That's what I'm seeing here. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. Because of the power that you are emanating, the strength that you are and have emanated and stepped into. And again, the courage that you've taken on in order to stand in your role. And again, this is all matching up with the channel, because I was, whatever situations in life you're in, even if it's this romantic partnership, it has been preparing you to be able to stand strong in who you are, what you believe, and what's right for you, what's genuinely in alignment for you. And once that happens in this love situation, guess what happens? They start to fight for you. And guess what? If they're not fighting for you, then there sure as hell are other people fighting for you in their place. There sure as hell are other people fighting for you, because you have become a powerful and aligned and attractive, energetically attractive or physically attractive, whatever it is. I'm sure both for most of you and many of you. Person. And that attracts what you would like to attract in your life. So very, very, very interesting. Now, a couple cards I didn't go over here, all right, that I think are very important is we do have the Princess of Discs and the Six of Pentacles here. Okay. Now, the Six of Pentacles, interestingly, is the last card in this official tarot spread, which is in the corner from, opposite ends, the Ten of Pentacles here, building your empire.
And so what's interesting here, again, and this coming right after the Princess of Discs, the Princess of Discs in this deck to me is someone who, again, is still trying to find who they are, still trying to find themselves and to cultivate who and what they are and what they're able to produce and what they want to choose in life. Right? The Princess of Discs here, you can see, is, finding themselves, resting, cultivating, exploring, but not really taking action. And so what I can see here, right, is that someone who was, right, with the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles, someone who was a little bit unable to budge in what they were willing to do, what they were willing to give, what they were willing to give and take with someone in a situation, that person is starting to budge. And that person is starting to realize that, yes, it's going to take a solid offer, a solid partnership, right, of equal give and take with the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles here lined up perfectly. Okay. This could also be, of course, right, with the Princess of Discs underneath the Five of Swords. If there was something that went down here in a situation, this could be this person feeling that pain, feeling that regret, feeling the sorrow of it, realizing their mistakes potentially, and wanting to make a change. But either way, the focus here, guys, I want to be very clear, okay? The focus here isn't on that person. The focus here is on you. And when you are able to progress in these ways of moving forward in strength, in passion, in assertiveness, in clarity, in confidence, right, you attract exactly what you need to feel happy, aligned, fulfilled, and successful in life. And you will attract the person that is able to be with you in that way, whether or not it's the person you're dealing with now or a new person. What I do feel, if those of you guys who are dealing with a certain person, I do feel you will have a chance if you want it. If you do want that opportunity, once you've done this work I'm talking about in January 2021, you will have an opportunity for that. It's what I'm sensing personally, because my body feels more in alignment when I say that certain person versus a new person. However, for those of you who that's not an option, that's not an opportunity, that will be someone else who can and will give you that if you are wanting and willing to take it and you're ready for that, okay? But that's the energy that's lining up here for January 2021 and even later on in January 2021 is an opportunity, a choice, a crossroads, and victory and success in who you are, what you stand for, and what you've been creating and progressing towards in life. So that's exciting. Thank you, TikTok. TikTok, I feel like I haven't even paid attention to you guys. You guys, we have 120 viewers live on TikTok right now. This is absolutely incredible. Thank you guys so much for the donations. I so appreciate it. Amazing, amazing stuff. By the way, I forgot to mention Two of Wands here on the bottom of the deck. So really, what this means to me again is that you really have the opportunity, if you wanted to imagine more possibilities than just the one, right? The one person, the one situation, the one scenario, the one environment. Now you have the leverage, or you have the ability, or you have the clarity and confidence to be able to look outside of that and to really be open to other possibilities that may be able to fill or to give you the equal give and take and reciprocation that you deserve in life. So just know that going into 2021, it's going to open up a little bit here. There's going to be some things budging that haven't budged in a long time. There's going to be some movement, some change, and there's going to be victory and success for you so long as you continue to stay in your strength, power, alignment, confidence, and clarity about who you are and what you're doing. And you're able to express that. Remember, the whole test here when it comes to these situations is being able to not only be that, but to express that as well, no matter how scary it might be. All right, guys, I haven't even looked at the chat in a while. Let me check in with the chat before we go into astrology. You guys enjoying this so far? If you guys are liking this, be sure to hit that like button.
Helps this channel, this video grow so we can guide more people. Those of you guys on TikTok, you guys are amazing. I'm seeing some confidence. I'm seeing people want some personal readings. I'm closed down for now. I might be traveling to Joshua Tree, do a little treat on my own, but we'll see. All right, let me see the comments here. So much love to everyone. Awesome time. TikTok is lit. I better shave. Thanks. Nice talking, everyone. Sober, the wheel of fortune. These emotionally immature men know that they are saying and doing all the time. Do not be fooled. Definitely, but I want to do the work first. I want my twin flame back. Yes, focus on you. Don't take your eyes off that. Awesome. You guys are amazing participating in the chat. We got some more narcissist chat. What's going on? Pisces Affect. Welcome. By the way, I want you guys to see Pisces Affect has a special. We have to call her out, okay? Because Pisces Affect is officially our first YouTube channel member. She gets access to the astrology and tarot teachings. She's a level 2 tier channel member, so she has a special green nameplate, which I think is awesome. I think you have access to special emojis too, Pisces Affect, my little soul and stars signature. So I just want to give a big shout out to Pisces Affect. I don't think I know your name yet, Pisces Affect, if you want to say your first name, but huge welcome and congratulations to you for being the first channel member. If you guys want to check that out, you can hit that join button, and we do weekly tarot and astrology how-to videos, so you can learn how to understand your soul purpose and who you are from your astrology chart, from basic, how do you get the chart, how do you understand it, and how do you understand who you are on a soul level so you know where you're going, what you're doing, and what you're here to do on Earth. So pretty awesome stuff. Yes, you are first. All right, let's go ahead and get into the astrology here and see what the astrology has to say. I was probably the longest intro we've done, 56 minutes, but I'm enjoying it. I hope you guys are too. And let me just go ahead and switch over to Kendall says, thank you, Brandon. You're so kind and helpful. So glad I found you. Been trying to figure out these healing powers I have and what to do with them. Light Warriors is correct. I love it. Welcome, 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 Kendall. It's great to have you here. And yes, we are definitely the spiritual warriors tribed up together here at the Science of the Soul and Stars. And I hope you find out what to do with those powers of yours because, yeah, the powers are online here in 2020 and 2021, guys. The powers are online. All right, let's go ahead and get into the astrology here. So, TikTok. Hopefully TikTok, we don't die. We're at 10% battery. I forgot how fast it drains the battery. But so those of you guys on YouTube, we have the charts up here live. TikTok, if you want to check out the live chart, it's on YouTube. All right, I'll be scrolling through the MacBook. Let's go ahead and take a look now. Part of the fun for me, guys, just so you know, is I haven't looked at this beforehand. I'm just literally hopping on here right now and seeing what's going on today, December 27, 2020. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through today's astrology, get the basic themes upcoming into January, and then we'll look at like 2 or 3 points in January, maybe like beginning of January, mid, and towards the end to see what the dominant energies are. And we'll see what's going on here from the stars. Okay. You guys are awesome in the chat. You guys crack me up. By the way, Chris, I don't know if Chris is still here, but Chris said he's happy to see me growing in the audience, and I appreciate that, Chris. I don't know if I might know you in real life. I'm not sure. It sounds like I might know you on Instagram or something like that, but thanks for joining. I didn't miss your comment. All right, here we go. So December 27, 2020, we got the moon in Gemini, conjunct the north node, making a square to Neptune, and the north node making a square to Ceres here. Yeah. There's a need, okay? There's a need for an integration really about head within heart. Now, this is interesting because normally I say, okay, for the collective, we have to integrate heart with head. It's heart is the thing that's not open and head is not. But what I'm really feeling with this alignment, for whatever reason, that is that it's actually the integration of equal amounts of logical determination of what's good and in alignment for you with the heart. Okay, so it's almost like heart-centered, logical awareness of the world around you and making decisions based in that light. Right now, especially in these situations, I think what we're finding, right, as we were talking, is that you can't just be, how do I put this? You can't just be fully 100% in your emotional compassion or tendency all the time. Like there has to be some balance of head within the heart and logic and strength and boundaries through the mind to see what actually makes sense for you. Because if the heart is telling you emotionally what needs to happen or where you need to go, the head has to strategize how to actually make that happen and how to make those decisions and how to actually take the steps to do so, right? And so what I've found here is that if we are just fully, purely in our heart space, feeling all the things, going through all the emotions, clearing all the energies, but from the head perspective, we're not tangibly making that practical action in our lives in alignment with how we're feeling, we're kind of stuck, or we're kind of feeling stuck. How many guys kind of feel stuck right now and just kind of a little bit stagnant? And because there's a lot of intense energies going through, and so you're working, you're clearing them, you're going through the emotions, you're going through the ups and downs, but the head's not really involved in it because it's such an emotional situation, right? What I found is balancing, right, the head with those feelings of the heart and allowing the head to make some decisions that will better be able to help you move forward, right? To help you know the how as to how to move forward with the heart. That's going to be your best bet here. That's going to be your best bet here. Because once the head comes up with those strategies, now you have something that's grounded that can actually move you forward as opposed to just the desire or the emotions to want to move forward. Does that make sense with everyone? And without those grounded strategies from the head, you can feel and sit in the desire to move forward and to change something, but chances are you're just going to want to sit in it more because it feels good or it feels relieving. And with this alignment here, North Node with the Moon conjunct in Gemini, all right, especially, this is allowing the head in equal balance and equilibrium with the heart to help move us forward. Now, you can see here we've also got that square over to Neptune. So, trying to find a way desperately to align, our sense of light and spirituality and who we are, what we're doing with how to actually move forward and understand how to do that, right? I keep getting the word how. It's like very important to come up with these strategies and these tangible, practical steps, okay, to ground us a little bit in this energy, because this is it can be a little bit of an ungrounded energy, right? Neptune square the Moon, conjunct North Node, right? That Neptune energy in a square, that's where it can get a little bit deceptive or disruptive, right? And cause a little bit of tension. And chances are frustration with a little bit of the deception that you might be feeling in and around a situation, a person, or an environment. Where you're just like, it's just not clear to me, right? What's going on? If you're feeling in that energy, no, right? You have to be able to make that decision to move forward. And that, chances are will come from, at least strategically, the head to make sense of it. So Gemini has its utilization here. Now we've also still got Uranus conjunct Lilith in Taurus, making a trine over to the Sun conjunct Mercury here in Capricorn. So actually a very beautiful energy here. Again, with the head in mind, right? So a lot of times I'll say something and then it'll line up even further down the line with the chart here. But Mercury conjunct the Sun in Capricorn, guys, that's about really practically finding a way, figuring out how we can actually move forward with these strategies in our life that's in alignment with our creative passion and flow. And so with this square to Neptune and the Moon in Gemini, again, anything that's not feeling clear to you, anything that's feeling deceptive, anything that's not showing its full truth to you or giving you transparency in a situation, that is a sign that you need to move away from that and to be able to move into an energy of strategizing for you with your own energy, how you can move forward. Okay. That is this alignment here. There's such a amazing, you always want to go, right? In astrology, you always want to find those trines, find those sextiles, and to be able to move with them, right? And to find the areas in your chart where they're matching up and to move along with the energy instead of staying stuck or frustrated in the squares, in the oppositions, in the areas of tension. Not that it's, you're trying to run away from them or avoid them. I think they're good to integrate. But the lesson here is there's such an amazing flow here of energy from, your spontaneous, creative, authentic energy to create with and, logical strategies that are enacted in order to help move you forward. So take advantage of that opportunity and to start to get clear in these next coming days just before January what that's going to be for you. Now, the other thing to note here too is I believe, and we'll double check this, that the full moon is on the 29th here in Cancer. And so we're definitely going to check that out here. There it is. Just about here. We're going to get the exact coordinates here of the full moon and be able to see. There we go. Okay. So here we go. So December 29th, we have the full moon in Cancer. All right, making an opposition to the sun in Capricorn. Wow, we have Venus in the South Node conjunct. Holy cow. Wow. This is about, I'll just go ahead and say it. I mean, this is about past life relationships, past life karmic relationships that are closing loose ends or finishing up a tremendous cycle that they've been needing to go through. And again, we have that square. This is so funny because we mentioned the square to Neptune and what it can mean. We have that square from Venus over to Neptune here, conjunct Ceres. So here again is that karmic, non-transparent frustration that might be showing up in your relationship life or needing to feel balance in a situation that has not been harmonious, right? And this is that what popped in my head was the Five of Pentacles from the tarot reading originally, right? That Five of Pentacles meaning the thing that's keeping you worried, that's the thing that's not transparent, that's keeping you concerned, the thing that has the veil over it. That's the thing, right? That is coming to a culmination. I feel that's breaking free and open. Hopefully come, right, December 29th. But that was also, right, more so towards the end of January, I feel. But I do feel like this is definitely a helpful culmination or a breaking free of. Really a breaking free of is just the words that are coming to me here, which makes sense with the Sun trine Lilith and Uranus here. Breaking free of energy that hasn't been... That's been taking, right? That's been robbing you of clarity, robbing you of energy reciprocation, and just keeping you kind of stagnant and frustrated. Like that's the energy that's being dealt with and culminated here on the 29th. Okay, with Venus in the South Node, yeah, it does have to do with past life relationships and karmic relationships. Absolutely. Okay, look at this. Juno trine Chiron in Aries. Absolutely, right? This is about the culmination of a massive healing, a massive cycle within relationships that you've been involved with, likely from past lives, that have some karmic residue to kind of finish up with, all for a certain lesson. And again, part of that lesson, I feel, has been the breaking free of, or the standing in the power of your will, your desire, and your need for this clarity and reciprocation in your life and in relationships. So it's exciting stuff. So I always like looking at the full moon and the alignments going on at that time because they point us to a lot of certain themes that will last into the coming month, right? So this breaking free is really what's going to set up. That's why I titled the title of this is Buckle Your Seatbelts, right? Because after this breaks free and breaks loose, like that's when things are going to be on overdrive, on like high speed. Let's go do this. Let's move forward, right? Very strong chariot energy I'm getting. So we also have, of course, Saturn, Jupiter still conjunct in Aquarius, moving very slowly there. We have Ceres conjunct Neptune here, Chiron, Mars square Pluto. So the energy of compassion here, guys, I'm feeling too. Because really what this is about, so with Ceres conjunct Neptune in a square to Venus, this is about a certain situation with a person who is still learning to love themselves or how to love themselves, or even in a reciprocal way, like both of you learning to love yourselves and value yourself in a way that allows you to find yourself, to have clarity. But I really feel the first energy that came to me was like the frustration here is because there is a situation in life here where there's someone that's still finding their way, finding how to love themselves and to love others properly, or even to maybe understand love, or even to maybe communicate that love or to express that love with Ceres here in a way that serves them and other people. And so the reason why this is happening is because that lesson hasn't been learned yet on some side of some person, of some side in your life, that lesson hasn't been learned yet. And you're learning it in your own way too, if you're listening to this, right? You're learning by breaking free and moving forward into what is aligned with you right now, right? Which is this passionate creation energy. But it's important to have compassion for that, okay? Because the reason I love astrology, guys, is because it shows both sides of the picture. It shows right? There's certain planets and alignments that are more in alignment with some other person's energy in your life, and there's certain planets and alignments that are more in alignment with your energy in the chart, right? In current energies. Because certain planets are more in alignment with certain people. So you have to see it as a way of understanding what planets and themes are really resonating with other people in your life that you're coming into contact with through the alignments, and which energies you're in. Okay. So for the collective that I'm reading for, what I'm picking up on is that most of us are in this Venus conjunct South Node frustration, stagnation, non-clarity, non-transparency situation because of a person trying to learn and figure out how to love themselves, right? Princess of Discs shows up here as the Ceres energy, right? That hasn't been transparent, hasn't given us what we need in an equal way because they don't know how to do that. They're still learning. Shows up right here in the chart. And it's important for us to release ourselves from that and not feel responsible for it, but also to have compassion for that and to understand what's going on objectively. You know? So anyways, a lot of important things here. A lot of forgiveness, I'm just feeling. A lot of forgiveness needed, compassion, empathy, but also strength, clarity, and firmness in a situation. All right, let's go ahead and pull into next couple days here in January, and then we're not too bad on time. We're only an hour and 13 minutes. It's not too bad. Hope you guys are enjoying this. We got a good amount of people in here. We got 52 viewers, 473 playbacks. Wow. Chat rate's on fire. You guys are chatting away. I love it. I love it. Apparently the theme of this chat has been about narcissists. I'm seeing in the chat. Everyone's got a narcissist. Oh, I see someone here. Who said that? Carlene said, "Oh, come on, everyone. Not everyone is a narcissist just because they don't." That is so true. Yeah, someone doesn't love me, so they're a narcissist. Oh boy, that's funny stuff. No, Carlene, you're absolutely right. Yeah, we can't be calling everyone narcissists just because they don't love us. All right, let's keep going. We have January 1st. Let's just see the first day we get something significant here. So on the 4th of January, this will be our first starting date, and we'll go midway and we'll go towards the end. So we have Pluto conjunct Mercury here in Capricorn. This is big. This is actually very big. Big day here. Chiron sextile. Looks like Saturn and Mercury. Juno still making that trine to Chiron, but the moon making a trine as well over to Jupiter and Mercury and Pluto from Virgo. Wow. This is a cleaning up of a situation. A little bit of a cleaning up of a situation. Yeah. With Mercury coming to hit Pluto here, making that trine to the moon in Virgo, it's very much like something that happened, something that culminated, something that ended here on the 29th. The loose ends from that are starting to get more clear, more clarified, more cleansed, or just cleaned up by someone or something coming in here to give that clarity. Because Pluto here is the essence of the rebirth of something or someone. Mercury is that communication. So it's almost like something here that needed a massive change might be showing or cleaning up or beginning the first steps towards that massive change that can be happening here. And it is a very supportive energy here. So there might be something that shifts here pretty quickly on in January that changes your perspective around a situation and that allows you to feel much more supported, or that allows you to feel much better, much easier in and around something that had to change drastically on the 29th of December. So it's an important little note here on January 4th. Other things we got going on. We have Uranus and Lilith and Mars here. All in a rough conjunction square Pluto-Mercury here as well. So there's support and cleanup here. Possibly forgiveness in and around a situation. This trine energy here. But there's also that need for give and take, right? Or that need for integrating that tension that exists around the ego wanting to have power, right? What I'm feeling here is there's going to be a need to claim or have that power that you've attained via standing in your truth, standing in who you are in and around a situation or a person or an environment that might be put to the test a little bit here too. Yeah, you might be asked to come up, to be put in the test, to stand in the strength of that creative energy that you've decided to move forward with here. So in the end, right, something clearing, something helpful, and something allowing you to be and feel supported here. We just lost TikTok. But also something that's going to test the strength of what you've decided to move into for January. All right, let's do a couple more major ones. So that was January 4th. Now January 14th. Wow. Yeah, we got Sun conjunct, or January 13th, we got Sun conjunct Pluto here. The Moon conjunct, oh my gosh, the Moon is right in the middle here, conjunct Jupiter and Saturn. Rough conjunction with Mercury still. Pluto and the Sun conjunct, all squaring, wow. All squaring Mars, Uranus, Lilith here, this freedom energy. There's going to be a lot of tests to your freedom here, is what I'm sensing here. Mid-January 2021. This is why I really got that kind of gathering of light warrior energy here that's coming through. For me, it's what I'm seeing here is there's going to be a test to the freedom that you want or you're fighting for or that you wish to attain here mid-January. In society, in a situation with a person, there's going to be a little bit of a tension here between what something wants to have or to implement or thinks is right
and a big shift that might happen in society. By the way, I don't know when I don't even know when or if the actual election of Mr. Joe Biden is happening. I think it's supposed to be around mid-January, right? If I'm not mistaken. So this is an interesting time, or an interesting place to be inaugurated. But something very powerful here coming into a big shift, and I think us being called and tested as to whether or not we're going to stand for it, or be able to continue to move forward with the freedom that we know we want and we would like to cultivate here. We do have Venus here in Capricorn in a trine over to this energy. So, when it comes to really feeling in harmony, right, and coming into an awareness of harmony practically within yourself, this is going to be very supportive to the energy of that breaking free your own authentic power and your freedom. So it's important here with Venus trine from Capricorn, Lilith, Uranus, and Mars in Taurus, right? It's important to remember that balance is the key in your life within yourself of the energies. And when you're feeling harmonious and balanced within your own life, and you've got your practical solutions all lined up in the best of ways, that's what allows you to stand stronger and more firmly in who you actually are and the freedom that you're asking for, or the opportunities that you're asking for. It allows you to have that confidence, that firmness, and that stability in who you are, so that anything that tries to disrupt it or push it over, it can't. Okay. So I'm really feeling an emphasis here on that practical, logical side specifically of the energy to integrate here for January 2021. So it is a time where, yes, we've all done that work, opening our hearts, done that work, feeling what's in alignment for us, what we want to cultivate, where we want to go. And now I feel it's about getting those strategies implemented from the head on the how-tos of how to stand strong, how to move forward, and how to make these practical adjustments in our life to help ground us and give us a strong stability or foundation to stand on. All right, let's do one more. And then we'll go into a final tarot reading. I do believe I have the energy today for that last tarot reading, for any messages that need to come through. Might even just make it a final outcome reading. All right, January 24th. Yeah, we've got some. I'm just going to go here to the last day of the month. Wow. So 29th, 30th, 31st here. You see we've got Juno conjunct the South Node. So not only did Venus make its rounds, this is so interesting, Venus made its rounds with the South Node last month, December 29th, and Juno's now making its rounds with the South Node, okay, taking South Node on the date here at the end of January. Interesting. So it's almost like, remember I was saying the end of January, like that person who is in alignment with you, who you can tangibly possibly see as someone as a life partner, is going to come in and have some type of offer. That's this energy here, right? Still the strength of having that past life connection with you, but someone who's more in alignment with the energy of someone who can actually be and wants to be a life partner with you. Interestingly, with Juno and Sagittarius. So, whereas Venus was more so about generally working through the karmic troubles and residue within relationships, okay? Juno is now about, right, especially with it's even got a sextile here to Jupiter and the Sun. That is an actual opportunity here to work something out, or to come into alignment with someone with a past life connection in your life that will bring light, joy, abundance. This is the Sun card coming up here. This is the Sun card from the tarot reading that we were seeing here. This is the opportunity here. This is that choice, I feel, that's coming in. So I feel you will have a choice around love. There will be an opportunity for harmony.
But the question is, are you going to be able to forgive? Are you going to be able to forgive the past, to move forward from the past, right? Because there's been some rocky stuff getting evened out here karmically, definitely culminating on the 29th. And then there's a whole nother opportunity here coming in on the 31st. And Juno is serious business. Juno is like, that's possibility of lifelong happiness right there, especially with the sextile here with Jupiter and the Sun. Yeah, that's very interesting. We've also got the Moon here in Virgo trining Pluto and Venus. Yeah. This is good. This is good when it comes to relationships. It means support. It means the opportunity for change. It means the opportunity for helpful reciprocation and the transformation of dynamics between relationships or in relationships generally. Okay, the energies being moved around and switched in a way that's more in alignment with the alignment of Juno. Okay, so Juno here is essentially allowing or forcing the collective to be able to be in alignment in terms of relationships or partnerships with a certain person. That is almost like bringing it to the forefront, right? So again, this is why if there's a person that you had to walk away from or not be involved with, that's where they have this chance, because Juno brings that opportunity if they step up into that energy. But if not, then again, there's going to be something here, right, that pops up that is in that alignment. Either way, it's got to be in the energy of Juno, right? Of an energy of, with the South Node, past life, strong connection here that you recognize energetically that is in that alignment for and to be a lifelong partner. So very much so, right? A month that is finishing up relationship karmic connections and karmic templates within connections, all right? And I want to be clear here. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is the same person or that it is a different person. It can be the same person. It can be a different person. It all depends on what you feel in terms of the connection with the person you're dealing with and what you're allowing or what you choose moving forward. So this is where we have that choice, I feel, and that ability to be victorious, right, in love situations. Six of Wands here in the middle of the spread. So that's why the Six of Wands was there, because either way, it will lead to an opportunity for victory here and for choice and clarity, which is fantastic. Awesome. Well, I'm trying to see if there's anything else that we should note, and then if not, I'll sum up kind of the themes here of what I saw. Because we still got, again, Lilith and Mars conjunct with Uranus here, still making those heavy squares for really the last half of the month, from what it seems, to Sun and Jupiter, as well as Saturn. So there's two aspects here, all right, to kind of close out on astrology. There's two aspects to it that we came up with, or that we found or saw. And the first aspect is the need for choosing our way strategically and logically in combination with the heart in order to feel free, empowered, and focused moving forward, and implementing strategies that come from the heart in order to allow us to feel grounded in the ability to move forward, and that help us do that indeed. Now, from that foundation, then we are able to stand strong in what we've created from a combination of the head and the heart, so that no other influence, whether it's relationships, society, environment, can tear that down, right? So what that means practically, to kind of ground it down for everyone, is if there is something that you need to break away from, to grab and to take your power, your freedom, your authenticity back from, a situation that hasn't been giving you transparency, hasn't been giving you the energy reciprocated properly back and forth between it and you, an energy that's been frustrating and seemingly stagnant. That's the energy to break away from and then to start to cultivate and to move forward with those logical solutions to find your freedom and empowerment and flow, because there's a huge flow in that direction in life for us in January 2021. Now, the second part of it is, of course, relationships and the karma between relationships. We can see here literally from December 29th to January 31st, there is a opportunity in love and in relationships for the energy dynamic to shift dramatically between two people. And there's going to be a part of the collective that is able to receive, right, their Juno, and to be in that energy. And there's going to be a part of the collective that becomes that Juno, right? Or is able to step up into that Juno. That's kind of the opposite dynamic here of what's going on. And of course, right, on December 29th, coming up in a couple days, that's where the opportunity begins to kind of break away and break free from and finish up any karmic cycle that you've been involved with when it comes to love or relationships, in order for that to come really to a full circle for your empowerment and your victory by the end of January. Okay. The other thing too, right, to combine them is your sense of freedom and empowerment when it comes to that situation. That's what allows you to magnetically draw in, right, your Juno, right, to attract the Juno into your life, so that you can, right, so because otherwise, if you don't have that strong foundation to stand on, things can more easily deter you, things can more easily break you away, right, or distract you, or just take you away from the mission. But if you build that strong foundation, utilize the head and strategies to move you forward, then whatever situation comes your way, whether it's resistance from society, environment, job situation, or relationship, you're going to have that ability to stand firm and to have the choice and to have the victory. But it all comes from the foundation that you're creating in your life, in your work, and in your business and passion. All right. How are we doing, everyone? We're going to close that up. And we're going to close up this session. I just want to say again, you guys have been so fantastic, so amazing, so encouraging, so supportive, and so engaging. We lost TikTok, unfortunately. I'm sad about TikTok. The phone died again. I always forget how fast the live drains my phone battery. But that's okay. They were fired up too when they were here. But we're going to close out the session with the final reading. And I'm trying to decide, actually, I'm trying to choose between a love reading and just a final outcome reading of any messages that want to come through. Let me know in the chat, actually. I'm just going to leave this one up to you guys. First couple of responses I see. Hold on a minute. Well, hopefully we're streaming. I can't see myself on the... Oh, there we go. Okay, so we got... Oh, you guys are here from TikTok. Oh, I'm glad you guys made it. All right, I just brought the chat up. All right, sorry about that, TikTokers. The phone died. All right, so what do we got here in the comments? We have love reading, love reading, love reading, love... Okay. So overwhelmingly, we got a love reading. We did have Phoenix Fire say career. I'm sorry, Phoenix Fire. You're okay. We got to be loved. All right. Let me know if you guys liked the astrology reading. Wow, 1:33:33. This is crazy on the live time. Let's finish up with the love reading. We got to. But yeah. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the astrology part. For feedback here for me, guys, because I like doing astrology, but sometimes I think it gets a little intricate, a little bit in-depth, right? Do you guys like the astrology, or do you guys like to just go into the tarot and channel messages? I'm cool with doing either one. I just don't want to waste any of your guys' time. If you guys like the astrology, keep doing it. I love doing it. But it's kind of that logical rationalization, All right, I'm not feeling the Thoth tarot deck. Okay, you guys like the astrology. Oh, they said no to this one too. So that means the wild unknown it is. So guide said no to Thoth, no to the universal work deck. But the wild unknown it is. All right, for the love reading. It's too bad. I like the Thoth deck. All right, spirit guides, loved ones, masters, wise ones, angels, and archangels. We are here today, as you know, to finish up this collective reading. And what my audience here has politely demanded is to finish up here with a love-specific reading. So spirit guides, loved ones, masters, wise ones, please give us clarity, inspiration, guidance, and courage to know the truth for our highest good and highest clarity and highest healing. In the collective love situation, what do we need to know when it comes to the collective love situation for January 2021? What does my audience here, now, and in the future need to know when it comes to their love situation or love situations in general for January 2021? All right, we have the Sun of Swords popping up. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, so there's a lot of restlessness with the mind. The Sun of Swords to me represents someone who is, or the mind is almost like under attack, right? Or it's attacking someone or something, and it's not allowing the feeling of peacefulness. It's not allowing the feeling of assuredness, and it kind of is a little bit of a distracting or overwhelming. So what I'm getting here is that the mind or the ego might be stuck on something, or stuck replaying situations, or stuck going back and forth between situations here. Also, there might be judgment or someone feeling like they're under attack here in a certain situation. But interesting that we had the Sun of Swords pop up. The main word I'm getting here is the word judgment. It's the word judgment. Okay, so there might be judgment in and around a certain situation, a certain person that's coming up that might need to be released or healed here. But the other aspect of this too is through the lack of certainty and through the lack of clarity, right? The mind has its own kind of field day with not knowing what to believe, not knowing what's true, and thus it makes its own assumptions, and typically those assumptions might be that the worst case scenario, and that's kind of the Sun of Swords energy here. Yeah, Two of Swords popped up here, so definitely there's like a little bit of there's a lot of bit of a crossroads and a choice here being made, and really a lot of unsureness around how to make that choice, or what even goes into making that choice. With the Sun of Swords, Two of Swords here. There's definitely a big cross. I mean, it's intense. I'm just going to share with you guys it's intense because I'm feeling the intensity of this, but this is a life-changing decision here that's about to be made between you and a certain person. There is a big choice that has to come through. If there's been delay and stagnancy and question marks around a love situation, it's coming to a point where there's going to be a direction chosen, right? Either from them to you, from you to them, from you to another person. Like there's just a choice being made here. Sun of Cups here. So two suns on the board. Okay, so younger energy. Okay, younger energy and love. Younger energy with the mind. Having a crossroads, needing to take that crossroads, needing to make that choice around a certain younger energy here. Daughter of Pentacles. Okay. Wow. So someone's here not quite showing up in their strongest light, right? Someone here not quite showing up in their full power, their full authenticity, their full strength and clarity. Wow, Four of Pentacles. So this is the person. Okay, this is the person that from December 29th on, I feel the collective has realized is not there needs to be a choice, right? That they've ultimately put them up for an ultimatum of sorts to either make the choice and step up and to budge in some way, or it's got to go a different direction. Here, January 2021 specifically. Yeah, I mean, look at that, the Three of Swords here. The Three of Swords. So I definitely feel there's a person here or a situation, but there's a love, since it's a love reading, this is a love situation where there's been a person that has not been willing to budge, not been willing to or able to reciprocate a mutual reciprocal energy exchange in a relationship that has caused a lot of hurt because of that, even really caused heartbreak to you. But I can see here you ultimately putting them within this crossroads or sharing with them the truth of this, because I feel it was reflected back to them in some way, ultimately caused them to have a lot of pain and heartbreak in their own heart and mind as well. And the choice is, okay, ultimately, whether or not they're going to pursue this energy of not being willing to budge, not being in full alignment, not working on their own heart and their healing, or the potential union and the potential happiness that exists for them. One thing I feel is happening is there's a person here that you might be dealing with that is, because I don't feel this is you listening. I feel that this is a person who maybe hasn't learned how to, or is fearful of receiving love, and has some trauma around that, or has some history with that, and is needing to make the choice as to whether or not they're going to receive love, or to be engaged in love in a situation. Because the possibility here exists for sure. It definitely exists with the Ten of Cups. But are they going to take that? The World card here. Yeah. So this is basically, to me, this is the end of a cycle that's coming. That the culmination of which being like, hey, are you going to be able to go into your heart, to open, to heal, to receive, to be engaged fully in a situation? Or what's it going to be, right? This has been a cycle. I feel this is the December 29th end of the cycle too, by the way, that's happening. That it's no longer okay, like it's no longer acceptable to be involved with a person who's doing this or in the situation, unfortunately, with love, right? Because it's not serving either of you. It's not serving either of you. It's not because we or you are just, an a-hole and you want to just kick them out and just not be okay with them, but their hurt has been hurting you. And that cycle is being called to an end. Ace of Wands, the Chariot, and the Ten of Swords. Wow. So Ace of Wands shows up here. So there is a lot of passion here. So the one thing that you two share, right, and that they realize ultimately is that there is a lot of passion that drives them forward to be able to realize what this might be or what this can be. Because it's right here in the middle of the spread that there's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of energy that it connects them, I feel. The Chariot here shows up underneath the Four of Swords or after the Ace of Wands. So ultimately, and then we have the Ten of Swords underneath the Three of Swords. So the ending that happened here, right? The ending that happened here, or that will happen in January 2021, ultimately causes enough heartbreak for the person to realize how much passion they have and the need to move forward, or the need to take control of a situation. I do see and feel a person here who is trying to or working towards re-engaging with their passion and moving out of this stagnant energy, moving out of this non-budging energy here. Absolutely. Because I think they've realized with the World card and the Son of Cups here that they can't keep being the way that they've been being and not working and healing their heart or opening their heart to receive and give love. That it's just not working anymore. That's been, that's worked okay for them maybe in the past, but it's just no longer something that's able to fly. Wow. And of course we have the Sun card here popping up underneath the Ten of Swords. or I'm sorry, the 10 of Cups here. The High Priestess, the Hierophant. Wow, interesting. Judgment, the 6 of Swords, the 7 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and you guys guess what the last card was? Can you guys guess what the last card was? Goodness gracious. I'll show you guys in a second. You guys probably already know. Last row here, which is kind of, again, end of January, final outcome, context from Spirit here. We have the Sun card with the High Priestess. With the Hierophant. So, in a situation, all right, I feel you are the one who has a lot of clarity around what it really is, a lot of intuition, the precise downloads about what is going on in the situation, what it could be, and what it is, and that's why it's been so hard for you, okay? Because basically knowing, right, what this person is to you and what the connection is, and then having to, like, put that back and actually have them make a choice or decision, even though, right, you know there's a lot of love and connection. That's a very difficult thing to do that with and through a divine partnership. But, of course, the Judgment card pops up here as the last 2 cards, with the 6 of Swords as the last card. Okay, so here's the choice. Okay, with the 2 of Swords and the 6 of Swords on either end of the spread here. Okay, opposite corners, first and last card being the most important of the spread, with the middle card. The most important question is the judgment as to whether or not you are willing to forgive this person, whether or not you're willing to look past the past, whether or not you both are willing to look past the past and to move forward with something new. A lot of you may not be willing to. That's totally fine. That's your choice. But you will have that opportunity. You will have that choice come the end of January to choose whether or not you'd like to move past the past, to forgive, and to move on to better and brighter horizons. Okay, because we have the 3 of Swords with the 10 of Swords, with the 6 of Swords. So what this means is that following the heartbreak that happened, or because there was heartbreak that happened in and around a situation, there needed to come an end to that, so it could stop the bleeding, right? So the bleeding could stop, and that someone could not continue to be hurt in and around the situation. And then from that ending, the opportunity or the choice arises with the 2 of Swords here and the 6 of Swords, the choice as to whether or not you'd like to look past that thing that happened that caused the ending, whether it was you or them or both of you or you walking away, to forgive and to move forward. That is going to be your choice. Yeah. And the reason I say that is because, again, we have the 4 of Pentacles in their row with the Chariot card, with the Judgment card. So what's going to happen here is someone in a situation who there's been a breakdown with, a breakup, a separation, an ending with, that person who was not giving back what in an equally loving way or equal reciprocation, okay, who was learning to accept, give, and receive love in their heart and express that love, that person after that break ended is deciding now to move forward and to change and to take control of the situation, okay, to re-engage with their heart, with their passion. Well, I don't see their heart yet. I see their passion at least. So they're re-engaging with their passion here with the Ace of Wands. And then Judgment card. So boom, what that means is that, boom, they're going to show up. They're going to have this passion. They're going to have these intentions. They might even have a realization or an epiphany here, right? Because the Sun card and the 10 of Cups does show up here, right, underneath the 2 of Swords and the Hierophant. So this might be them, possibly even could be them realizing, right, having this download or epiphany that there is this opportunity to have a great life together. They do want that. They are very passionate about you and for you. And then you're going to have that opportunity to make the judgment call, right, as to whether or not you'd like to offer that forgiveness and to be able to move forward past the past. Both of you. Because it's been a rocky past here from what I can see. And I think you guys experiencing the situation know that. Now, final outcome cards. It's so funny because we had very similar final outcome cards from the Thoth deck in the first reading, but we have the Seven of Wands with the Six of Wands, and you guessed it, last card out is the one and only, the Lovers. I swear, I don't think I can do a tarot reading anymore without getting the Lovers as our last card. I swear. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, that's crazy. So again, what I see here is someone battling, someone making the effort, someone trying to take a stand for and with you. Someone who has taken flight. Someone who has begun to change and to flourish and to get some movement in their life and to start to fly a little bit on their own. And that person also happens to be the same one that was stagnant, that was stubborn, that wouldn't budge, that was not able to reciprocate equally. That's the same person who happens to be, and you have the opportunity to be in with a divine union with the Lovers card, because this, in this deck, is my divine union card. It's not just, a normal card here. It's a very special card because it's one person. This is Juno energy. Juno energy. Okay, Juno, that special person. So, again, if necessary, there might be a battle. Someone here is coming in. Someone here is deciding to make a move. Someone here is realizing that they need to engage with their own passion, to wake up from whatever reality they were in, and to move forward towards you and to defend their territory, to claim, right, and to defend what they want. And the good news about this whole thing is, even with as rough as a past that you might have had with this person, the dark times, the endings, the walking aways, the heartbreaks, just the difficulties you guys have engaged in, through all of that, still, by the end of January, there will be an opportunity to move out of the darkness of the past and the difficulties that the past contained, and to move forward with true love. And again, what I keep seeing here again is it is that choice. It is that choice. And in order to make that choice, the Seven of Wands tells me that it's going to be a choice that you're going to have some courage to follow, some faith in your intuition about what's really best for you and what you want and what's really in alignment. Because I'm going to take a guess here, guys. Chances are, you've been through a rough situation, or you will be, or that's getting culminated here on the 29th of December. But even though and despite you might have had to walk away from the situation and separate or disconnect, the person that you're dealing with is more special than just an ordinary person or connection. And chances are that you've been getting clarity, downloads, and intuition even still through January in your heart of hearts about what this person is to you and what they could be with you, should you both be willing to work past the past and they obviously be willing to move forward and to break this pattern of theirs. And then when it comes to the end of the month, right, the Seven of Wands here and the Six of Wands is
yeah, even though this stuff has happened and this stuff has affected you in the past, are you still willing and able to follow deep, 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 deep down inside what your heart of hearts, your core knows is best for you and what you really want and what's really fully in alignment, so that you can move on to much better, much, much, much better horizons? Because after this takes place, however it goes down, there won't be any more issues. Right? The order in which this came was specifically 7 of Wands, 6 of Wands, and the Lovers as the last card on a 3-card final outcome spread. Meaning that, right, after the 6 of Swords and the Judgment. So after you make that judgment call as to whether or not you are going to be willing to move forward, to forgive the past, to choose what is really best for you and what you really truly want in your alignment, okay, with the 7 of Wands, and wanting and creating that opportunity to move past the darkness of the past, the Lover's card says there's no more obstacles after that. It's clear, free skies. So, to sum up here, again, coming into the end of December, chances are that there might have been a situation you're dealing with that didn't really fully come into the alignment you were hoping for it to come into, that there was still some, could be unexpected realization, delay, or clarity about something that wasn't really fully clear or able to reciprocate in the way that you need, or something in your alignment. You had to disconnect from it moving into January. After and through that disconnection, there's a person here that, from what I can see, is willing to move forward, to re-engage with their passion, re-engage with their desire here, to have something special, and to give you an opportunity now to choose if you're willing to accept and move forward with that. Yeah. So interestingly, the tables have turned a little bit. The choice is now fully in your hands by the end of January. And either way, there will be that opportunity, right, to step into alignment with the person that is for your highest good. We just don't know who that's going to be yet. Bottom of the deck, we have the Mother of Pentacles and we have the Temperance card. Chances are you've been quite patient, or practicing patient, or learning to be patient when it comes to the growth, love, and evolution of a certain person in your life. Yeah. While a person works through their stuff, works through their pain, works through their past, heals, releases, and decides to make a change. So, quite an amazing end of December, beginning of January. I'm pumped for it here. A lot of stuff happening, but just remember, guys, don't forget, before we can get through all this love, right? Or get to all this amazing love, there will be and there has to be a focus, a breaking free of, and a movement towards authentic business and partnerships and collaboration that is in alignment with us to help us move forward, balancing the head and the heart to create something stable, to create something long-lasting, and to create something in full alignment with who we are and what our passion is here on earth. And only then will the situation that you're hoping for come back around and come into alignment with you. And it will come around quickly, without too much effort from here on out, and giving you the choice as to whether or not you would like to pursue that and move forward with everything you've been wishing, waiting, and hoping for a long time now. Buckle your seatbelts, everyone. January 2021 is upon us.
All right, guys. That is... we are just about to hit 2 hours here. Amazing. This might be a record for the most amount of viewers we had. I think we were at 57 concurrent viewers. The chat rate's exploding at 6. Let me just see some of the chat here. Going on here. Men are still into the caveman psychology. If you guys have questions here as well, just to end the stream, I'll answer a few questions. So let me know any questions you have, just generally here that you want me to answer. I'll answer like 3 or 4 if you want. But let me just read some of the chat. We have men are still into the caveman psychology, mind games here. Okay. Synergy, we get to choose. So fun. No third parties 2021. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to keep healing. Awesome. Sober Girl 1111. That's awesome. Oh, we get an opportunity to choose, ladies. Maybe I'm going to heal and transform because I'm not a man. The walk of the dark night of the soul was long. I was with my divine master for 10 years. Wow. 7 years involved with third party. Wow. Wow. Lisa, that's an amazing story. I would love to hear your story. You have to tell men and educate them on what we want, and what we want goes, period. We are the boss. It's 2020. I love it. Ashley says, time to move on and move forward. Amazing. I love that you're in that energy. Chariot is strong with you, Ashley. Remember both the cartoon and the show, Carlene. Awesome. Well, you guys have been amazing. Happy Merry Christmas. 2 days late on Christmas. Have an amazing New Year's as well. Have an amazing full moon on the 29th. Couple last minute announcements here to say. See, Lisa just asked, how do I get in touch with you? So if anyone wants to get in touch with me, I'm not exactly taking personal sessions right now, just because I've been pretty full up. And I might be traveling here in the next day or two. So probably early January, I'll be back open for personal sessions. But if you do want one, just to put your name out there, you can shoot me an email at brandon.tobias888@gmail.com. My email should be in the description box below of this video. So you can just shoot me an email. Just know I probably won't get back to most of you until early January here. So that's number one. Number two is... Okay, we have both YouTube channel memberships up and alive and available for you guys. We also have the Patreon community that I've created. Both of those links should be in the description box below. Basically, the difference between the Patreon and YouTube is they're both about learning astrology, learning the tarot, learning about how to monetize a spiritual-based business, depending on what tier you're at. The Patreon, because it does have a little bit higher cost of a tier, you are getting a little bit more. So Patreon, you get some daily updates. You get some exclusive meditations that people typically pay for. You get exclusive Q&A with me, things like that. You get questions answered about how to read specific parts of your chart. You get free birth chart readings inside of the Patreon community for the teaching videos. So Patreon community is pretty awesome. So check that out, or just be a member here at the channel. And the last couple things I have is if you guys want to be a part of the Zoom group, the Zoom mastermind group. For those of you guys ready and saying, okay, Brandon, I hear what you're saying about wanting to build a business or something stable or something strong, but how do I monetize my spiritual-based business? How do I monetize my passion, specifically with online video and YouTube? And what I'm doing is I'm creating a Zoom group. It's going to be somewhere around, I don't know, $100 to $150 a month, and about 3 months worth of work, where you get personal access to me, a bunch of other people in the mastermind, and we all like teach and show everyone how to monetize specifically a YouTube-based, spiritual-based passion, so you can actually start to earn a living through YouTube and online video, which is pretty awesome. So if you guys are interested in that, shoot me an email as well, same email I mentioned below. And other than that, I think that's all I have for today. There will be another, I'll have to save that for the next live, but coming up on January 11th, there will also be another live meditation. Those of you guys saw the last live, there was a live meditation with my good friends Maura and Alexis over at Mend Every Mind, and we do a live meditation. We do a mythological story that's in alignment with the astrology, and then we do an in-depth astrology reading on a specific subject for the month. So that will be coming up January 11th. You can go check it out at mendeverymind.com, and I think there's an events page. And then that's pretty much it for now. So other than that, wishing you guys all the best in love and in life. Stay in it. Stay strong. It's not an easy time. You guys are doing amazing. I'm so thankful, appreciative, and encouraged by all of you guys being on here with me, sending all the love and support and the engagement. It means the world to me, truly. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart when I say you guys give me the life and the energy I need to keep going with this, especially going through some of the situations that I'm talking about personally. A lot of you guys, I've said before, but part of the reason I'm able to channel and engage with and experience these collective energies is because I'm going through the situation myself. So I just want to share, I'm right there with you, and I'm definitely feeling the challenging times in what's needing to happen. And I'm sending so much love and compassion for all you guys. We're all in this together, and it will get much, much better very soon. So keep going, stay strong. I love you all, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Oh, be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit that like button so more people can see this video and see what's going on with January. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.